Hey everybody, second live today, so look at that. As you guys are coming in and getting situated, grab yourself a drink, grab yourself a blanket, grab yourself a snack, get nice and comfortable. If this is your first time on my channel and you've stumbled across me, I did have a surgery on Monday, so I am in recovery. I'm sorry, Friday. Tomorrow's Monday. I had it on Friday, so I'm in recovery mode. That's why I have my eye all patched up. I'm not ready for Halloween quite yet. But I did have a little girl tell me today at Target that I was a pirate. She said, "Mom, look, a real life pirate." And I was like, that's what's up. I felt pretty good about that. Probably made her day, maybe. Hopefully I did. I'm so thirsty today. As you come in, if you could just say hey, hi, hello in the comments below. That way I know y'all are here. And then we'll get started with our live here before too long. I don't know if you caught earlier live in my earlier live today. If you did, just comment that below. And then maybe if so many people caught the live this morning, we'll skip over a few things. And I look a little dark, but I don't know. I might just leave it this way. Thanks, girl. I know. I was just like, I was waiting on somebody to say something because it's way too close to Halloween anyway. And I did have like a metal shield on, and my boyfriend got me this patch today because I didn't have one. Oh, that's so random. I don't have one. And so I went to Target, and I'm just cruising through Target, and this little girl and her sister are like in the like stroller, and the mom is not facing them. Like she's kind of facing the rack. So she didn't see me. And the little girl was like, "Look, Mom, a real life pirate." And it was so cute. And so like the mom like turned around and she kind of looked like, oh my gosh, my kid, like kids say the damnedest things or whatever, you know, like she was just, you could tell she was kind of like devastated or what her kid just said. But I thought it was the cutest thing. And I was laughing so hard. And she's looking at me, she's like, "She's 3. And I'm like, "It's fine. It's cute." Hi, Samantha. Hi, guys. Hi, everybody. But this is like, this patch has a like a padding on the inside, and so it's a little tighter than usual, and so I'm not really feeling that part of it. I do have a few more coming tomorrow because I thought I was going Friday to get, they have like earlier I said it in my live, but they stitched me from the bottom lid and they pulled it up so you can see like even this stitch up here. And I thought they were going to cut that on Friday. So I thought it would be, you know, done and over with Friday, but apparently no. And this is just like the first half. So in this quarter, this half of the, you know, the surgery, we have the surgery and then they put in, instead of my prosthetic eye, they took that part out and they just stitched me up with a clear conformer in there. So it's a conformer, which is pretty much, it's exactly like the shape of your prosthetic eye. And I wish I had my prosthesis in here with me. I would show it to you guys so you have a little bit of an idea. But it's basically just like a half of a football. So like a half of a sphere. Like that's what I kind of like just tell people. And it just pops in. There goes my lights. And it just pops in. I'm going to take these down until I get some better tape to put them up because they're killing me. But I don't even know what I was saying now. But with my eye, so they put the conformer in, they stitched it up and everything. And then they'll cut that. And then they will put in a prosthetic. My prosthetic will go back in. But I don't know if I'm going to have to get it remolded. So normally you get them like reshaped to shape your, like, you know, to shape your eye and like fit your eye again. So I don't know if they will have to do that. And I'm hoping that they don't, but I'm sure that they will because it was kind of a, like I said, a bigger surgery. They did some stuff where they took, I don't know if you can see my shiny ear. I've got like stuff on an ointment that they cut the back side and then the inside of my ear a little bit to take some cartilage out to put it into my eye. And I don't know if it's because I'm getting older, but this surgery is just a little bit more difficult, kind of to handle than like previous ones. I don't know. It's a little more painful, things like that, but it does look really good. Like underneath my eye patch, there's not very much swelling. There's no bruising at all. So I mean, overall, like the way it looks like we're going down the right path. Sorry that my lights fell. Those things, man. Kids are the best and honest little creatures. That they and I love it because they don't really know like to lie and stuff like that. Like even like they're that little, they're just so like innocent and she genuinely I think believed that she saw a pirate today and it was like so cool. And I think I even told her that like my parrot was at home. Like I tried to like make it cute because I hate to scare kids. But when I lost my eye 9 years ago. 5 years ago, I worked at a kids store. It was like a kids like clothing store. It was called Crazy Eight, and so worked there for like a year and a half. But over one summer, I had like 4 surgeries on my eye, so I literally didn't have my prosthetic in like the whole summer. So it was a clear conformer. So the clear piece was like behind that is just tissue. So basically, it would be either like red or like a white color. So you could kind of tell if I didn't have an eye patch on. But after a while, I just really didn't want to wear the eye patches anymore. The kids were amazing. Like the kids never said anything like out of line or out of you know what I mean? Like they were just so sweet about it. Like they never like looked at me funny or asked any questions. They were just like the coolest kids. But then like the parents, they were like the ones that were more like looking at me or not like really judging or anything. I think they just were really genuinely curious, but they didn't really want to ask me at the same time. So I don't know. We were in coach the other day right after my surgery like the day after my surgery, and the girl in there, she was blind in her left eye. And so she asked me if I had just had surgery. And I'm like, oh no, I just hang around with this eye patch on all the time. And my like stuff taped up. But no, I try, I try to be brave. Thank you. I really do. I try to like be brave and all that good stuff. Because I know that there's other people that have it worse than me. After my car accident, I met a guy through a friend. She asked me if I could like kind of coach him and just like be friends with him and stuff like this. He had lost both of his legs in a car accident. My accident was February 9th. His was like March 29th or 27th or something like that. And it was horrific. And he lost both of his legs. And I mean, it really made me more humble. Like, I was supposed to be helping him. And in reality, he ended up helping me because he was like stronger than me. Like, when it came to a lot of things, he was like really, really good at that. Like, being like, this is my new life and this is what we have to kind of do. Like, the first thing he did was he loves cars. So he made sure that he could drive his car, with his hands, like the gear shift and everything, like, or the pedals were up here with his hands. So he didn't have to do anything with his feet, things like that. Cause he didn't get his prosthetic legs for a while. And then after you get them, you have to learn how to use them. And, I had to learn how to use mine with metal. So I could only imagine learning how to use them, prosthetic. I live in, I don't even know where's Carrickfergus, approximately 10 miles. Okay, here we go. North of Belfast. We have a church and a castle, both over 800 years old. Just chatting. Oh, I love that though. Both over 800 years old. I love just anything, old buildings. We have a lot of just like old, not that old, but like Victorian like style homes in Ohio, and they look spooky as all get out, but they are the coolest looking houses. A lot of them have, they have like underground tunnels that run underneath of them. A lot of like presidents have stayed in a lot of these houses that we have. Like the town that I grew up in, I think 2 different presidents had stayed in one of my friends' grandparents' house. Like, I was like, that is so cool. Like, just stuff like that. I love that. And then we have like a downtown area where I'm from where you can go around, check out the local history, and you can read about the houses. and stuff like that. And then everybody that was on earlier, I don't think that is it Phantom Taskmat? Is it Phantom? I can't even say it because I don't even know why. Ether. I'm just gonna Ether. I'm just gonna say the last. But I did do the Justice for Kiely bracelets on the live earlier. I think I still have I still have this stuff here. She's the one that made these, and I was telling you guys earlier how she like packaged them so cute and how much I just like. I put this one back in here so you could see how cute it was. So if you would like to, she can drop her email in here too, and I think I have a banner with her name on there. There we go. Yeah, so there's like a banner on the screen. But look at this. So they're little Justice for Kiely bracelets. This is the little card. Probably put it this so you can see it a little better. Look how beautiful that is. And like I said earlier, it's not like a card, it's like a picture. I just love that. And then I love the note on the back. I literally was crying. I took the picture and everything, and then I was going to read the note later. And then I was like, oh my gosh, the note. It was a handwritten note. I am all about handwritten stuff. Like, I just think that is so personal when like just anybody does that, especially if it's like a small company or just anybody in general. I'm very sentimental when it comes to that kind of stuff. You can ask my family. I'm like so sentimental when it comes to like notes and stuff. And then this is a little bracelet, and I've been wearing mine since I've gotten it. And like I said earlier, I put mine on with my watch because my wrists are like the size of an infant. So that way it doesn't, fall off. But I just love this idea. I thought this was like such a, just, I don't know. I just thought it was such a way to, like a good way to support, and just make sure that the word doesn't die, because I haven't really heard a whole lot about Kiely lately. And I did want to start with Quinton tonight first. So I will start with him. But I do want to go over a couple more things with y'all. So we are at almost 2,000 subscribers. We are going to do our next giveaway at 2,500 subscribers. So if you guys haven't yet hit the subscribe button, or just double check to make sure that you did hit it. I guess I've heard on other creators' accounts that sometimes it'll like YouTube will knock people off, like so it'll unsubscribe like people from their from channels. I don't know why it would do that. That just doesn't sound right to me. So just double check if you don't mind, and make sure you're subscribed. That way you get all the perks of being subscribed to the channel. Make sure the bell icon is notified and is on. That way you can get notified of the lives. Sometimes they're scheduled a couple hours in advance. Sometimes they're scheduled a couple of days in advance. Sometimes I just pop right on. It kind of just depends. So I do normally, sorry that I'm messing with this, guys. I'm going to stop doing that. But normally Tuesdays, I do come on and do an instant premiere at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then I do my lives at 7 p.m. the same evening. But with all of these high profile cases, with me transitioning from more injury related topics to more like true crime and fashion and things like that, I feel like I'm going to be making a lot more content. So we are just going to play it by ear and see what days kind of work best for all of us. But I do love that. I love doing it on the weekends. I know a lot of you guys are home on the weekends, so it's probably better for you guys. I'm not sure really what my demographic is yet. I don't know like my age ranges and things like that. Like if everyone's kind of like chilling at home, or you have kind of like an open schedule, working from home, or if you're more like at evenings or more of a morning person, just kind of let me know where you guys sit with that, because I'm pretty much wherever with it. Up and down crafting and listening. Oh, I love that. I used to have an Etsy shop and did jewelry and love packing. Oh, you should do that still. I just started my own business. I mean, it's so easy to do it. I didn't realize how easy it was. I should have done it a long time ago, but not in the same sense. No, because you need to have your you have the experience and things like that in the industry that you want to pursue. Like with me being, doing boutiques, I'm so glad that I got, the training and the things that I got, the knowledge that I had from working in a boutique before just going and opening up, my own boutique. Because if I would have just went and opened it up, I wouldn't have known what vendors do you use, what was a vendor, where you buy your clothing, where do you start, do you need a business license to buy clothing, things, just like things like that. I would have not had any clue. But I think I'm gonna do some stuff on that too, like on my YouTube channel, just like some little like helpful hints and stuff on how to like just keep your businesses thriving and stuff in a market like we have going on right now. Because I know the company that I was working for, they lost a lot of really good employees, and it wasn't because the employees' fault. It wasn't the lack of the employees trying, just like and trying and trying and trying to stay there and help. It wasn't the owners directly, but indirectly they didn't real. I don't think they realized that what they put on their employees, and they were losing all these great employees. And instead of stopping and going, okay, we are losing way too many good people here. What are we doing wrong? Okay, like let's reel it in. What are we doing wrong? Let's try this again. They still haven't caught on yet to that, so they're still just losing. And they're building and expanding at such a rapid and fast rate, but they don't have anybody to fill these stores. So I always said when I went into, going into business for myself, I always said, I want to make sure that I put my money and my training and everything into my talent, into my people. I would much rather have Teresa, working for me for 10 years, the same lady, when you come into my boutique, Teresa knows your size, she knows what you like, she knows your name, she knows your favorite drink if you like to have a sip of wine while you shop or something, Like I'd much rather have that than have 15 girls shuffling in and out. That's not personal, that's not customer service to me. And I really value customer service. So I guess that's kind of where I had to go a little different. I'm going a little differently within my business as well. So that's just a little bit about my business. And it is called Poppy and Ari. And I do always put in the beginning, I'm going to change the banner for just a minute because I always do give you guys 20% off. YouTube 20, all capitalized, for 20% off poppyandari.com. It's just a cute little boutique. I don't know if there's any new people on tonight, but I did get in some new stuff. Oh no, you didn't get your notification. I just said make sure you. So okay, if you're using your cell phone, because I did forget to tell you this part. I heard this. If you're using your cell phone to do like to use for YouTube, make sure that your notifications are on under your settings. Like if you have like an iPhone, you can go under your settings, and then I think you can like go down to like YouTube or something. I've got so many apps. But oh my gosh, I got so many. Okay, YouTube. And then see how like you can put like what like notifications are on. Like just make sure all of those notifications right there. Like allow notifications. So I don't know, you can't really see it, but maybe if I scoot up a little bit. I see where it's like green, it's toggled. So you just have to toggle it over there. And I'm going to turn my time sensitive ones on too because I didn't realize that was like a thing on there now. But yeah. So make sure that's on. And then if you're using a computer, then just make sure that your little bell icon is on there beside the subscribe. I'm terrible at doing that myself. I subscribe to a lot of people on YouTube, and I'm always looking at their pages like every day. And so just hitting that bell icon, I always tend to forget. So I'm bad about it too. So you're not the only ones. Oh, you're welcome. Okay. Oh yeah. And then so I did start subscriptions. So membership, like subscriptions, and you can join if you'd like to do that. It is on the front page, and actually it's below right underneath of me right now. So you can, if you'd like to do that, you can hit join. for what you get, like, so like what's included in that is you'll get a lot more video content, a lot more personal videos, more like bloopers, behind the scenes, more pictures, more community posts, members only chats. I will be like, if you send me emails, like I will get to them, like they will be answered within like 24 to 48 hours. I will make sure that they are like top priority, top priority, like, live chats and comments and all that good stuff. And it just helps me with the members perks and with the members and everything. I feel like with that, it's going to help me just get to like know you guys better and get to know what you guys personally like better. And then I can even individually like tailor, you guys to like fit like content to fit your individual needs, because maybe some guys, like some people, maybe they want to be on more for just like true crime only, no fashion at all. Or maybe there's people that, want to do more business, true crime and fashion, or, whatever you guys want to do. And then that way I'm pretty good at, like, not like reading people, but like helping people and getting people to where they like what they want to see on their channel. That's all I want to do is help you see what you want to see on your channel and when you hang out on YouTube. Because like I say this all the time, like every time I'm on here, but I literally just started using YouTube just within the last probably 4, 5, maybe like 4 to 6 months. I don't even watch TV anymore. I'm addicted to it. Like, what the crap? This stuff is addicting. It really is. And then also, one last thing about the subscriptions, and then I'm not going to say no more about subscribing to y'all for the rest of the night. Hopefully, hopefully, hopefully. But did you know that only 11.7% of you all are subscribed? So whoever's watching this video right now, only 11% are subscribed to my channel. So we can wait for a minute if you'd like to go over and just hit that subscribe now, or if we can trust you, we'll go ahead and proceed. If we can trust you, go ahead and go back and do that for me. Just kidding, guys. I really hope you guys know I'm kidding too. I do. I kid a lot. Let me know actually in the comments if you guys like where you guys are from. That's so funny that you just like make up words. I make up words. I make up things all the time. Like not things, but words all the time. If I ever do that, call me out too. If I ever say something like random, because I will, and I won't even think about it. Because when I talk to you guys, I really do think I'm talking just to like my friends. Like I really, really do think that. My boyfriend was actually making fun of me the other day. He was like, "You need to go out and go out with your girlfriends." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'll just do like a YouTube live or something." And he's like, "No, like with people." And I'm like, "But I like my YouTube live." So, Scotland. Oh, yes. What time is it in Scotland right now? It is over here. It's 8:32 Eastern Standard. Let me sit here. I'm going to. All righty. This is my notes from earlier. So I was going back through them because I wanted to see if I needed to talk about anything else on there. Hi, everybody that is welcome, everybody that's kind of joining us now. I am going to put this back on here. We have a few more people that joined, so I did want to say that we do have these Justice for Kiely bracelets, one of our Titans. Our Titans are our subscribers. If you did not know that on this channel, we like to call them Titans. And I'm going to stand up that way you can see it a little better. And it says Justice for Kiely with the little heart and the wings. I love this. And she made this one for me, and I'm sure that she can make one for you too. If you want, you can drop your email. It should let you drop your email in the comment section below. Oh, oops. And then I also got this cute little card. No, I guess I can cover that address part now. And then, and then I don't know if you were on earlier, actually, when I told everybody. And then this is her little name down here, her screen name, so you can follow her on YouTube. And then this is actually my birthday. I don't know if you were on earlier when I said that or not, but I was like, oh my gosh, this was on my birthday. That you wrote that out. I love that. And then, like I was saying before, the subscriptions, those start for $2.99 and they go up to $24.99, just depending on, like what you wanted to subscribe to. So I did get that done when I was, trying to get my page kind of organized and together a little bit more. And I do have a ton of videos. Sorry. I do have a ton of videos, that are just, they cover a wide, range of different topics. So if you ever want to go back through and kind of check them out, I do reviews for like the ladies and, like I've done like self tanner reviews and like makeup reviews and tutorials, things like that. If you have like sensitivity, like skin, sensitive eyes, it's good to even watch them just because I have those things, not just from car accident, but, it helps to help me learn a little bit more about, how sensitive my skin kind of was. So if you want to check those out, they're there to check out. Like I said, I started doing YouTube like in 2020, so I've done it for a while. I know. I was so excited that I did. Oh, look at that. Minnesota. I remember. See, San Diego. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to see here because I'm an East Coast girl and my boyfriend is West Coast. And you can just tell there's a difference in our personalities. Like he's way more laid back, chill. I'm way more in your face kind of. So I was just wondering if it was like that with our group of people on here. Belfast. It's 1:32 a.m. Oh, you're up late. Oh man, I'd be fast asleep. Actually, I'd be waking up in about 30 minutes or an hour. 8:36. Us here at Ohio too. Yeah, I'm trying to learn all the different time zones and stuff because I don't know, I just didn't think about that before YouTube. Like doing YouTube, when I would post my stuff on for my boutique, I would always post around 11 or 12 in the afternoon. And I only did that because of me working in a boutique. So I just kind of got used to doing that. But I can see that, coming on later does work some nights. And then coming on earlier, I'm just trying to bounce around and see what kind of works out for all of us. Hey guys, everybody, welcome on. And if anybody's new that's coming on and you guys are wondering why I have my beautiful eye patch on, it's because I do have a prosthetic eye underneath all of this loveliness. And it's just healing after a surgery right now. It's in dormant. So we are just one eye in it today. I think that this was. Oh, and then I do want to start doing open panels. Let me know what you guys think about that. I think all I have to do in order for me to do like an open panel is just invite you guys on. And then that's like it. I think I just like invite you through like your email. So if you ever want to come on to do like an open, like I can always hold an open panel. It doesn't matter. You can just comment below like, hey, Tanya, I have something to say. Like, can I come on? That's perfectly fine with me. I don't mind at all. We'll learn together. If you guys know how to do that, even better. Oh, you were born. I knew that okay. I told my boyfriend this. So you were born in Baltimore, parents from New Jersey, moved to Cali when you were 4, raised with a bit of Jersey sass though. Okay, yeah, because you don't lose it. You always have it. Like if your parents are from there or from even Philadelphia, like a surrounding state, because like, when you're from Philadelphia, you go through Jersey, you go to Jersey Shore a lot. I'm the same way. If I get like upset about things, I feel like you can hear it then. But if I'm like really happy and I'm in a really like cheerful mood, which is usually pretty much all the time, I'm more southerny, like southern sounding. But when I am upset, you can hear it. Like you can hear the East Coast for sure. Oh, thank you, Samantha. I am. I am healing pretty well. I was saying earlier, like it's not swollen. Like under my eye isn't really bad or anything compared to like even my last surgery that I had. I was really swollen afterwards. My boyfriend, like he reminds me of things because sometimes you tend to forget like after you have a surgery. I don't know. I do. I'll tend to forget like the pain and stuff. Wasn't as bad after a few months or a year or so. But I'm glad that he was there to remind me. He was like, "No, it was pretty bad," and I was like, "Okay, okay." So what else have I wrote down? Like we literally, I was off of here for like 5 or 6 days. I wasn't on. Yeah, the East Coast does. And when I used to work in the mall, it was so funny because people would come into the store and you could hear like their accent right away. If they were from like New Jersey or something, and they're like, "How do you know that?" And I'm like, "Oh, my parents," because my parents are both from Philadelphia area, and I was born there, and my brother was born there too. So, oh, you guys are so sweet. Let me see here. I am going to start with Quinton Simon, the shit show that's been going on. Has anybody seen any of the lives today? Like I watched one with the Chronicles of Olivia. I was watching one with her earlier, and I figured we can just go over a little bit of the case while we're just kind of talking and chit chatting it up. Because I feel like you guys give me so much more insight to a lot of the cases. I've been trying to catch up on lives and things like that. I wanted to watch the one with Michelle Sutton. I think it's Behind the Crimes with Michelle Sutton. I wanted to watch that one again. She was the one. I think it was like last night or the night before, and I watched it, but I don't know. I just need to like watch it again to absorb more things because everybody is saying they have all this insider information and stuff, but I just don't hear it. Like I'm hearing, you know, and I'm not saying Michelle Sutton. I'm not talking about her in particular. I'm just talking about like different creators in general are saying like they have information or they have something that they heard from a source in Truckee or somebody that's like directly involved, but then you don't hear what the evidence is or what they're stating and stuff. So I wanted to kind of go back over the lives again because maybe I'm just missing it, or maybe they're just skipping it. I'm not really sure, but I'm gonna figure that one out because I've like been trying to. Oh, Miss Kelly, your friend has that prosthetic eye. She was shot with a BB gun when we were hanging out while we were young. That sounds like some Annie Oakley stuff. Like, I don't know how old you are, Miss Kelly, but my mom has a picture of her when she was a little girl in like a dress with a little shotgun. She looks like Annie Oakley in the movie. But yes, oh my gosh, could you imagine? See, mine was a car accident, and so I don't remember. Like, I I know what kind of happened in order for me to have lost it. I hit the seat. I think I hit the seatbelt. Well, I did. I hit the seatbelt thing where it retracts, like where you pull it, because it was broke and down. And then also the airbags went off, and they was talk about the 2011 Honda Civics being having like fiberglass and shrapnel in the actual airbag, and I did have cuts to my actual eye, like my actual eye had like 2 to 3 millimeter gashes, so it does make sense that it went kind of like in that way. But I don't remember it. I couldn't imagine being shot with a BB and like remembering it. Like, oh my gosh, I couldn't remember. I couldn't imagine. Oh, couldn't imagine. Oh, 40 going on 18. That's cute. So you guys are about 10 years older than me, and you're the same age as Miss Kelly. Oh yeah, like oh, I've been through the ringer, guys. Michelle Watts keeps it 100. See, okay, I need to watch her. Michelle Watts. I don't know if I've seen. I don't know if I'm. I don't know if I know that one. It's 39 years old, like 93. I do have those days. I do feel a little bit older sometimes. I do. Um, but I think that once I get older, I'm gonna start feeling younger. I don't know. I'm feeling that way, but it's going like the opposite right now, guys. But Miss Kelly, I can tell that you are like you really are 18. You might be 48, but you are 18 at heart. See, we have like a good age range going here because all of my girlfriends were all older than me. Like all of my mentor girls, like that really had an impact in my life. Like um, they are all, I think V is, she'll kill me if I get it wrong, but I want to say she's 53. And then Jennifer, who was like a mother to me, she's going to be 53 in May. So all of my girls have always been like old, like, older than me substantially. Like, it's a pretty good age gap because I'm 37. I just turned 37 on October 17th, actually. But she totally embraces her inner child. That's so funny. I love that. Oh, that's so cute. So I did want to go over some stuff with the Quinton Simon case. It's been going insane. When I just like coughed, I don't know, it vibrated my cheek and it made me like itch kind of there. But I just kind of wanted to go through everyone's account because I don't know if you guys know what's going on with. I mean, no one knows what's going on with. Does anyone know what's going on with anybody, with anyone right now? Like Kylie's case, no one knows. Summer Wells case, no one knows. Um, we've got, this case here, this Simon, the Quinton Simon case. We've got Dylan Brown case. No one knows. It's like we're getting like little bits of information, but we're not getting a full story for any of these cases. And it's really like getting under my skin because I don't like open questions. I don't like things that are just like open and left unsaid or left just left in the air. I don't like that. I hate that. So I figured, why not come together and see if we can um, see what's going on? Because I was trying to see what everyone's accounting was. Like what isn't it bizarre? And they are, yeah, they are. They're all twisted and they're tangled. Because like with the Quinton Simon case, and I know I'm not the only creator, but I want to say Simon Quinton. I want to keep reversing his name because his first name could be, or his last name could be his first name. Like, does that make sense to you guys? So if I do that, it's not because I'm like, I don't know his name. It's because it's just so easy to kind of switch that one around or whatever. Like, because they could be both the first name. And that would be, I mean, either name would have been really cute. I like the name Quinton. I thought that was really cute name for him when I saw his little picture and the Simon. I thought that was just cute because Simon Says, I don't know, that little game reminds me of like an innocent time. And he just looks so innocent in those pictures too. So his name I thought was just really adorable. You should totally do some Justice for Simon bracelets. I was actually thinking that the other day, not the other day, but yesterday. And I forgot to say something about it earlier. But I thought that would be cool. I don't know if anyone has done those yet, but I just love I love these bracelets and I love the quality of them. And I like that they were two tone, like the inside's white, outside was blue. So Billy Joe, her account of this whole story is that Leilani was cooking and Danny was giving the boys a bath. One of the kids, got out first, and then they believe that that's when Quinton subsequently D-word in the tub. I don't know if I can say that on YouTube or not. I think I can, but I'm not sure. Danny then put the boys to bed. Then Leilani realized he was gone. Quinton was gone. no longer with us, and went into panic mode. There's just so many things that are messed up with that. Okay, let's just start with the first sentence. Let's just start with the first three words. Leilani was cooking. Well, from all the accounts that we know of her, we know that she likes to break the law. She likes to do drugs. She likes to party. She doesn't like to take care of her children. So I'm pretty sure she wasn't cooking for nothing. And then Danny was giving the boys a bath. I'm going to say that one's a lie too. I'm just going to go out there and say, like, that's a lie. Right. Right. There's just so much wrong with this. It's insane. Um, and then why was Danny like? I mean, Danny can give the boys a bath, but I don't know. I just don't. That just didn't seem right to me. One of the kids got out of the tub first. So you mean to tell me you put your kids in the tub? They are 20 months, and I don't remember. I can't remember how old the other one is. But not much older. What, like two or under? So you're gonna leave your kids in there in the tub, unsupervised. Okay, daddy be back. Stepdaddy will be back, and they just get themselves out when they're done washing themselves. Do they just put them in there and they throw the soap in with it and just say, "Here, kids, lather." And when you're done, make sure you read yourself a bedtime story and tuck yourself in. I don't get that. Like, cooking what? I can say meth, maybe. I mean, if she's cooking, that would make more sense that she was cooking that and she couldn't attend to her children that were in the tub. I don't, it's just that I was like, when I heard that accounting of the story, I was like, what? That doesn't even, there's nothing that you can say that's going to make this make sense in any way. But as a mother, you think that she could have came up with a little bit of a better like excuse for her child or like an out for her. I just don't get it. You are that I was about to say that that's exactly what this reminds me of, especially with us seeing pictures of her partying. Casey Anthony was partying, and then come to find out, we all know where poor Kylie was and what happened, to her, or Kaylee. I'm sorry, Kylie. And it's sickening that these moms can just go and party and act like everything's okay. And I can't say that postpartum has anything to do with this because these children are they're older in age, and then there's multiple children. So it's not like, and I don't know a whole lot about postpartum. I just, I had a friend that had it, and I just know her experience with it. So I don't know a whole lot about it. I can't say it from personal experience, but I just don't see you having that effect on your child that much later on in life. Like you deciding when your child is 2 years old or 20 months that, okay, yeah, I want to party now and I'm having this postpartum and I'm going to go nuts and, harm my child now. I just don't see that. I just don't see that. It's just insane. Oh, yes. And then, so that's Billy Joe's account of the story. Man, I am like so thirsty tonight, guys. Yes. Yeah, cooking up with her. Yeah, cooking up her story. So then Leilani, I can't even say her name. Leilani's account. Um, she just said that the only thing I really seen from her was that she may have done it, but she doesn't remember. She said she put baby Quinton in the trash. So apparently she did hurt him, but she didn't say how she did this and why she did this and who all was involved, like in the whole process of this. She says that she did this, but doesn't remember it. WTF? Is that when the meth is involved? Like, did you cook the meth and then do the meth, and then that's when you don't remember? Because I don't know if I don't know if meth does that to you, but like you gotta be on some serious shit, like to even believe that. Like, so that's Leilani's count. And then Danny done pieced out like right after it happened. And so I don't know if that is I don't know if he did that because he didn't want anything to do with Leilani. That's what I thought, but I'm not completely sure. I don't know. But his account is that he was told by Leilani to text the babysitter that morning at 5:29 a.m. saying that she wouldn't be dropping, Quinton or the kids off over there that morning. Um, she never, ever, ever, ever didn't drop them kids off. She dropped them off even when she didn't have to work. Like when she could be watching her kids, she was dropping them off at the babysitter. Um, so then he said that he saw Quinton laying in the pack and play and appeared to be like just asleep. And that was at like around 5:29 a.m. that morning. Um, so those are the three accounts that I have figured out so far. I know that her brothers come out and said some things too about like, taking up for the mom for partying and stuff like that, which that's inexcusable. There's no excuse for, you know, the grandmother or the mother to be partying in this circumstances. I mean, I still don't understand why the mom's not hasn't been arrested. And I have that written down where I went over a little bit more of that and why she's not arrested. It's still crazy to me. What are your guys' thoughts on that? Why do you think she hasn't been arrested yet? Like, why is she not arrested? Yeah, they are blaming her. Yeah, I saw that they were starting to blame the ex. So that's why I was like, okay, because I saw that right before I was getting ready to come on the live tonight. And I'm like, so now they're blaming him because in the beginning they didn't say really anything about him. He just kind of like pieced out and was just gone. Um, and then the facts, like we really don't even know that many facts of the case. And it's just like literally when I did my first like one of my first videos on the Kiely Rodni case, and I did a factual, it was like, these are the facts of the Kiely Rodni case. These are only the facts. I remember saying that as like well as I could present them to you or something like along those lines. And it was a minute long. I believe it was a short, and I did a TikTok on it. And there was literally the same amount of facts that we have in this case right now, like actual factual things, not just content creators saying, something's out there. But I need to get my computer like more over here or something. Let me see. Because she didn't say this happened. If I suggested this. Yeah, see, I'm wondering. What is it? You get too bad to take a puppy home, but anyone can take a baby. Isn't that the truth? And I'm going to say this with the kindness of words. Kindness. I mean this in the nicest way possible. But there are some people that just have way too many tries with kids. They get too many tries. Something happens, there's always like an incident, and then they have another child. Or I know somebody that I grew up with. She had a large amount of children, and she only has a portion of them children with her now. It's just, when is there like when do you stop? Like, I just don't understand. I don't want to say like people can't get pregnant, because I mean obviously you can get pregnant, have as many kids as you want, but when you're hurting them more than you're helping them grow and nurture them into being good human beings, or you're just hurting them by not being there in their life and stuff like that, then what? Like, I mean, how many chances do you get? Like, how many children do you get to do this with? Because she had 3 and now she has 2. And her mother I don't think should have ever gotten custody of her children. I feel like that maybe that isn't a good idea to do that, because a lot of times with families, just from where I'm from, this is my own opinion on this, but families will do what they need to do for their family. Moms will do what they need to do for their daughters, and they don't want to think that they can't help their daughter and rehabilitate their daughter into becoming, a good mother to their child. So she probably in her head wanted to give Leilani that night or whatever, to kind of prove herself. But she should have known as a mother herself that she was not able to do that. She's not able to take care for a child. That's why she had 3 children removed from her care. She only had 3. That's not good odds. Those are not good odds. They're really not. Oh, you have 6, man. Let's see. My brother has 5, and he has 5 beautiful, healthy. You know, they're well rounded. They're good kids. I mean, they weren't always the greatest. They had, I mean, they went through their teenage years, but they are all really good kids. And you do deserve a medal for that, girl, because it takes an army. You're exactly right, Karen. See, and that's why a lot of people do that. Like you're right. They get money for having children. You get more back in taxes or government, things like that. But then you have to see, and this is me not having kids. But then you have to deal with your kids like all those other days out of the year. Like if you think about it, you only get like a little bit of money like the first of the month. So you probably spend that within like the first couple of days. So, first of the month, first week's probably okay. But then you got the 3 weeks after that you gotta, deal with the kids and like, actually happen to be a parent. So don't you think that it wouldn't be worth it? You would think the money wouldn't be, but maybe hell, maybe the money's worth it. Being a parent is the hardest job. Oh, it is. It is. I couldn't imagine, and I can only imagine from my mom, like being older and seeing what my mom did and my dad went through. Because when you get older, it doesn't matter if you have kids or not. You can look back and see what your parents did or they didn't, kind of do for you. And I was even telling my boyfriend today, I need to put this in my about info. Do you guys remember the show? Well, I know you guys all remember Unsolved Mysteries with Robert Stack. I was in love with that show when I was a kid. It came on at 11 a.m. And after that show came on, there was a show, and I don't know if you guys remember this, but if you guys remember this show, then you are a true G of the true crime. But it was called Father Dowling, and it was about a nun and a priest, and they like fought crime. So I literally would scream and plead and beg to stay home from school every single day to watch those 2 shows. Like it was a problem. Like my mom should have busted my butt and told me to go to school, but of course, like my mom was the sweetest, so half the time I got my way. But I would watch those. But if you guys, so let me know if you've seen any either. Like I know you guys have seen like Unsolved Mysteries, but that's like where I started my true crime, my love for true crime. And then after that, I did go to school for my bachelor's degree in criminal justice and applied science. So I do know a little bit about the back end, I guess, of the law as well. Sister Stevie. Yes. See, Father Dowling, yes. And it was good. I even went as a nun for Halloween one year. Who would have thought? But I did. I had to go as a nun. Because she fought crime. Like she was cool. Like she was a cool nun. And he was like, she was younger and he was kind of older, not as cool. But I mean, I really love that show. They should bring that back. Was that the guy from Happy Days? Shut the front door. That is the same guy, isn't it? I mean, I did. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, oh my gosh, obviously they're the same person, but I didn't even know that. Monk. I see. I never got really into Monk or Murder She Wrote, but I did. My mom used to watch Murder She Wrote here and there. My grandmother loved Murder She Wrote, so that one was a big one in that house in the Bradbury household, my dad's side. What did we? What did we used to watch? My dad was always a big true crime buff. Compared to my mom, it was more my dad. As soon as anything happened that was relevant in the world, he had it like on the TV. I am having a revelation. I'm like, oh my gosh, I really didn't even know Tom Bosley. See, I didn't even know that. I am totally having like a stroking out moment right now. I'm just like, just thinking in my head. Oh my gosh, that is so crazy. I love you guys for that. Now I'm gonna have to look up Father Dowling. I think I tried to look up some episodes, and I think you could probably find them on YouTube, which is like awesome because YouTube has everything. But we might have to have like a Father Dowling showcase or something one night. Oh, your mom watched everything to do with crime. I think the parents that like introduce like, I mean, I'm not telling you to have your kids watch scary movies or anything like that, but like if they introduce you to true crime at a good age, and it's appropriate and things like that, I think that you're set up better. I don't know, your common sense is sharper. You're more inclined to notice like details and stuff. I don't know. I just know growing up, I'm from Ohio, but my parents raised me like I'm from a city. They just taught us different values to make sure that we were always safe. So I was going to go over the facts of the Quinton case. So Quinton is most likely, not here. We don't have him literally at the moment. So and we know that most likely he is in a landfill somewhere. The babysitter actually seemed to care. She's the only person that I've really seen in this whole investigation, you know what I mean, from the family to the brother to the sister, or to the mom, to Billy, to Danny, to Leilani, to all of them, to her brother. It seems like the babysitter, was her name Diana or Diane? Seemed like she was the only one that really cared for the kids, and she didn't just talk about just caring for just baby Quinton. She talked about caring for all three kids, and that says a lot about someone's character. If she was here just doing this based on to get like clout or to get recognition or whatever the case, I think she would have been more like, I used to watch Quinton, baby Quinton, more just like so much with him. But she was saying that across the board with all three kids. I think she genuinely had a concern for all of them. I know. I mean, like, yeah. We all should be. Oh, I do watch. Okay, I've seen every episode of Homicide Hunter. I do love him. He's just me in a man's body, kind of. He said, I'm gonna like get off the subject now, but he said something in an episode one day, and it was me. Joe Kenda said he doesn't ever have time to eat. Like he said if he didn't have to eat, like if it wasn't required for him to actually physically have to eat, like he wouldn't eat because he much rather be doing other things, getting other work done. And that literally, it's still my mindset, but it used to really be my mindset. Like I always would be like multitasking, craziest ways. But he said that one time in an episode. If I didn't have to eat in order to survive, I would never eat because then I could get more work done. And I'm like, I love him for that. Okay, we were going over the facts there, but I do like him. And that you're right. The only truthful one is Diane, the babysitter. And we watch Castle. Oh yes, me and my mom used to watch Castle together. Did you know that his hair's fake? It's a wig. He wears a toupee. He's so handsome. Oh, I can't remember. Or yeah, you just said Nathan Falling. Yeah. My mom saw it on like one of those late night shows, And I guess that 'cause she had a crush on him, and she said that he had a toupee, that he actually like took it off, I guess, and like showed it. Oh, you've never heard? Okay, so the ID channel, it's Homicide Hunter with Joe Kenda. He's solved over 400 homicide cases or something. He's an older gentleman. I love his attitude. He has just an aura about him, a whole vibe. He's a real. It's good. You're going to get addicted to it. I can't believe you've never seen it. I like both of those too. The Mentalist, he was so cute. I don't know if there's any guys in here tonight, but sorry guys, but he was adorable. Simon Baker, is that his name? Simon Baker, something like that. His name was Simon though. Um, Adorable with the blonde. I'm not even a blonde haired person. I don't like. I'm not usually into blondes. I've always dated guys with dark hair, but I do think that he was cute. Oh, girl, the eyes. Oh my lord, you're right. He did have really good eyes. Even little Joe Kenda has some cute little blue eyes for being in his like he's what 70s. He's an older gentleman, and it's so funny because the person that they used to have play like okay, the guy that plays Joe Kenda on the show looks nothing like Joe Kenda when he was younger. Like the guy is so like GQ on the show, tall, so handsome, dark features. And Joe Kenda in real life, he had that like kind of that thicker hair that was kind of sat a little funny and I mean adorable as all get out, but didn't look like the same guy. Didn't look like the same guy on the show. Morgan Man, that's so funny. Oh yeah, and then when we were talking about Quinton Simon stuff too. The grandmother and the mother were out partying at the bar. Like who does that? Like first off, okay, like if you're gonna party with your mama at the bar, that's like one thing. If that's what you want to do. Like that's what you want to do. That's fine. Um, I mean, some moms are cool, I guess, to do that with, but like who does that when there is a baby in a landfill or a missing baby or a baby involved that's not tucked in a bed with somebody watching it with a full belly going to sleep, sleeping? That's the only way that those two girls should have been out doing anything that night was with if all her babies were good to go and they were all asleep with their bellies full with the babysitter in their beds. Like who does that? Who goes out and like does that? Like Kenda does have personality. But like, yeah, I just couldn't believe it. NCIS, that is the long I think I told my boyfriend this the other day. I think this isn't right anyway. I think it's the longest running show. Like on like cable now. Like even more like than SVU. But you can't forget SVU. Why we didn't even talk about that. We didn't even talk about Law and Order. We've been talking about all these good ones, and we didn't even bring up all. We should all be in trouble. Oh yeah, I was going to talk about that. I have to like my corner of my eyes itching a little bit here, guys. Sorry about that. Um, there we go. I think I got it. Yeah, so they arrested some people last night outside of their house for trespassing and stuff. They should have arrested the mom already, but at the same time, um, I have it on one of these papers. Where did I? What was I seeing? I don't even know what I was. Let me see. Oh, so the one protester. So one, I know one. I knew that one protester got arrested, but I knew there was a few more than that. One arrested tonight already. I was just watching it, so that's crazy. I mean, like right before the live. So one arrested tonight. Let me see. They are out partying when they know the baby is dead. The party was after Billy Joe said her daughter is responsible for Quinton's death. Yep. right? I know. So so the girl that ended up getting arrested last night, I wish she wouldn't have knocked on the window. Apparently she went up and she was knocking on their actual window, and I wish that we could just break through the window and do whatever we wanted to her. But in a perfect world, we could. Then this isn't a perfect world at all right now. So we can't do that. But there was some people saying like that, she got arrested and it was $1,300 for her to be bailed out, but it wasn't. It was usually it's only 10% of that. Doesn't matter anyway. She shouldn't have been arrested to have to be bailed out for the 130 or whatever it is, the 10%. But it's like, where do the cops start arresting people and stop and start? Because they're not arresting the right people. I think we can all agree like on that one. I think everybody can agree um, that that she should be arrested. Bullhorn Betty is out there. That girl is showing up. Like she's out there. I know that Bullhorn Betty was out there protesting. I don't know who the other girls were. I don't know who got arrested. I just know that that I guess one of the protesters had went up and like knocked on the window or something. And so that's why she was arrested, because she physically was on the property. Um, I did see a video though of a lot of people like standing outside of the house today. Bullhorn Betty was one of them, and then there was other people. They weren't with Bullhorn Betty or any like affiliated with her or anything, but there were like kids out there. And I don't know if you guys saw that. Oh, you're just like the neighbors and see, right. And I was just about to say that, like, it's kind of like to do with what you're talking about, Karen. There was actual kids on video today. Like, they're protesting and they should be able to protest. If you're an adult, go out there, protest your ass off. Like, stand out there all damn day. Like, do it. I mean, that's awesome. But do not bring your underage children with you to go protest, or you know what I mean? It's not showing them in a good light. I know that kids, they're going to they see stuff like this all the time, but they don't need it right in front of their face all the time. Like, you going to protest, you don't need to bring your 12-year-old sister with you, or your 8-year-old kid or whatever it is. Like, I don't know. I just saw that there was like younger kids out there, and there was so much yelling, and it was like, when do we what do we do now? Because it's gonna make it, I feel like, things worse. I don't know. What do you guys think? It's not gonna help find him. So was it Billy? Oh, she was shouting at police saying someone went to hit her with a baseball bat. I thought I heard something about that, but I was trying to turn it down because I had it up so loud for so long, like the fighting and stuff, that it was my head was starting to hurt, and so I had to like turn it down. But I know that they were, I guess, blocking Billy Joe from leaving. That's either here or there, neither there. She doesn't need to really leave, and I don't know why they didn't arrest her yet. I really don't know. Let me see. Did I bring? Wish I had a pen. I try to use both of the back and the front of all my notes. Um, so when they said she wasn't a flight risk, because we talked about this, it's hasn't been too long ago. Let me make sure I got everybody in the chat. Let me see here. Um, when they said that she wasn't a flight risk, I assumed that it was because she was in some sort of like mental institution, or like an inpatient like treatment center. You know, not like this would qualify for this, but I know that a lot of times if a mother says like, I'll go to a treatment center, it has a lot, it'll have like some weight into like what the courts will, kind of do with them at that time. So I thought maybe that's where she was, where they would have like eyes on her, like at all times. Like if you're in an inpatient treatment or, mental, like kind of a hospital, normally you can't just go to and from them as freely. Um, But I guess by flight risk, they meant she just could just stay at home. Like, she's fine. She she's not a flight risk. What the hell? What what? I don't get it. And like they didn't even, not like this would do anything, that they didn't even like put an ankle monitor on her. Like, and if you have an ankle monitor, you have to have a landline. So it would at least force them to put in a landline in the home to where maybe they could even like wiretap that or something if they needed to. And then they would have her like hooked up to where, like, if they saw her lead, they would have probable cause to arrest her right then on the spot, no questions asked. Like, I just don't get that. A neighbor did have a baseball bat. You can't. Oh, someone came out with a gun. So last night, was this last night? Because I know the Chronicles with Olivia was doing a live last night. That's insane, guys. Oh, they can't put one on her, not legal. Even if she's on probation and because she's on probation and she's done messed up her probation, and they didn't arrest her for that either. Which I guess, I mean, you don't want to arrest somebody on a smaller charge like probation violation, I guess, when you can get them on a bigger charge. But that makes no sense to me. Arrest her on the probation violation, the PV. You kick her into jail for 90 days. You build your case up, even even if you don't have Quinton himself, like physically have him. She literally said, if he's not here with us any longer, I did it. I just don't remember it. Open and shut case to me, it seems like. Oh, the prosecutor. Yeah, no, there was a prosecutor out there. I guess he helped that. He's going to be helping people that were like getting arrested pro bono. He's going to help them, which is, I think that's really nice of him to do that. And then they were taking out a camper today. I saw. Bullhorn Betty was that girl. Today was my first this is my first experience with her. It was yesterday and then today. Like seeing her lives, and she's a little firecracker. She said that she was going to get embrace in a second. Yep. She said that she was going to get like one of those like scissor, like it looks like a scissor lift. I'm not sure why. Maybe to get better like shots. I don't know, but she was cracking me up with that. Me too. I'd rather chat with you guys. And then I usually watch the live so you guys don't have to do all that like crazy stuff. Because those lives can go on for a long time. Like, Zab Girl's the queen of the lives. That girl will always be the queen. She can do them. I just don't know how she does them for so long. I mean, I could see doing 8 hours, but just in the same chair. Like this chair is like nice and big and comfortable. Like she sits in one of those computer chairs, and then she has her AirPods in or her headphones in, and I just think that would just bother me just so much to do for 8 hours. But I do love that she does. Like I do love that what she does. I really do, and I love watching her lives. I usually just put them on 1.5x, and then that way I can get through them a little faster. Because sometimes I have to watch things one or two times before I grasp it. I don't know if you guys are like that, but I'm like I have ADHD, and so sometimes it takes me a little bit like longer to, I guess, grasp it, and that's why you'll always see me with my notes and stuff because I always try to have notes. Um, So, okay, this is a question for you guys. Do you think that the protesters that are outside right now are causing more harm than good, like being like right outside their house like that? Do you think that they're causing more harm, or do you think they're causing, maybe you think that they have like every right to be out there? And I don't know. I think that they have every right to be out there. Personally, I appreciate all of the beautiful pictures of Quinton. Um, They had a lady that was out there doing pictures. I don't know if you saw that she had two pictures out there. Welcome to Bowling Buddies. She was awesome. I don't know where she's from, but she reminds me of somewhere like Kentucky, West Virginia, Indiana, like somewhere around that area. Yeah, there's a couple of the co-hosts. It's been questionable. Well, there's been one guy that's been out just trying to get everybody in the true crime community anyway. But his days are numbered, I think. She's from Florida? I don't see I do see it now. I do the blonde hair and stuff or the light. She's funny. I personally think if they don't block drives, because college trouble. Yeah, I just think that like I mean I really do they are polluting the noise for other innocent people. You're absolutely like you're absolutely right about that. I feel like people that aren't involved in this case, you need like children and stuff that aren't involved. They can't just go outside and play right now, and that's affecting them. And that shouldn't be affecting them. This whole family, you would never be able to tell by the outside of their house, looking in, just like so many people always say that you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but it's really true. Like looking at that house, it literally looks like a little farmhouse in any town in, America to me. You would never know what's going on behind closed doors. Um, I love like all the little stuffed animals that they put outside for like baby Quinton. I know that wasn't the family that did that. But I don't know if they should have put like all of that stuff in their actual like yard. Um, Maybe they could like hang that stuff like kind of back more just so they don't get hurt. Like really like for their own safety, for the people that are protesting safety. I don't care about the people inside of that house. But I do care if somebody goes up and say it's a child even or an adult um, or anybody doesn't matter. They go up and they want to put something on the memorial for him and say this is Georgia, so I don't know the laws. I know Florida is a standard ground. So what if something bad happens and someone gets hurt because they think that they have the right to do that because somebody's on their property now? You know what I'm saying? Like you just never know. Like you never know what people are capable of doing, especially in those situations. I'm sure Leilani is actually, you know what? No, she's not scared. I would say I'm sure she's scared, but she's not because she's proving that to us right now. But if I was in that situation, if this was me, I'd be terrified out of my mind. Like, I don't know. I think that I would be more on like edge and I would be afraid. I'm afraid for other people's safety around her, because obviously if she can hurt a baby that's 20 months old, 20 months is not even 2 years old. Baby can't even like baby's not even using potty by himself at that point. Like at 2 years old, I was just like starting to talk a little and what, like you're walking a little bit and you're starting to like you're just starting to like become your little person. You get excited for the little things. And like your mom and dad can start to introduce you into like more things. You know what I mean? Like I know that you are always learning when you're little, but I don't know. I just always feel like that's like such a pivotal, cute little age, and it's just terrifying. Sign family put sign. It's okay to leave toys for fun. Oh, okay, that's good. So that way that it's okay. I didn't see that. So that way they can't go back and do anything. Yeah, the Debbie Kohler case or the Debbie Kohler house. I know. I need to do. I want to do some more on her case too. It's so fascinating. It's just been overdone. It was over with the laundries. Yeah, yeah. And I guess that there was more people they said out there today that were not press related compared to the laundries and the Gabby Petito case. There was actually more. I don't want to call them like fans, but you know what I mean. More creators and more people that want to bring more attention to it, and not just press. Um, let's see. Yeah, and then with the officer saying, like in the beginning, that they're getting their ducks in a row with her, like what else do they need in a row? Like I just don't understand. That's one thing I really don't. I mean, you physically say you did something. If I mean, okay, say I go to Leilani's house and I left my cell phone there, and I go back and go to get it and it's not there anymore. Like it's like that. Like can I call the police on her and say, well, she took my phone, and she goes, well, no, I didn't, and then it's okay. Like, oh no, she says she didn't do that, so that's fine. She didn't do it. Like, do we just? I mean, when do we like believe certain people and then not other people? Like, I mean, do we not? She's already proven. I mean, time and time again in the court system that she's not fit to be a mom or just fit to be like a productive member of society and a good aspect of it. I mean, her charges aren't extremely criminal, but they're not good. I'm not talking about the child related charges. I'm just talking about like other charges that were related. Let me see here. Oh, I missed a couple comments. Sorry. Yeah, see, and you have to think of like the like elderly people too, just like as much as you're thinking of like children and everything. They need an omission. They shouldn't need that. Let me see. I wish there were 1,000 protesters out there too. That grandma, okay, she's not even like a grandma. I don't even know what she is. Like, who raises their children? Like, well, I mean, I think she even had problems, I think, raising her own when they were young. So I guess that kind of it shows you a pattern, the grandmother and then the mother. But I've only seen one picture of the brother because I didn't catch his lives or anything, and it looked like he was in like military fatigues. Did he looked like he had his life together, or was it just me? Because I've only seen one picture and I don't know anything about the brother. Let me see. Oh, that is so sweet. She does deserve those. You can tell she's a nice lady. You can tell that she might not have a lot, but she has a lot of love to give, and she does give that to her kids. I think she said she had 6 children. Um, for Billy Joe to run up in her house and get in her face like that and cause a scene like that it doesn't matter what she was doing, but she was trying to have a prayer circle for this baby when nobody else was doing anything for this baby, and she just wanted to get the word out. And next thing you know, she's just watching some TV in her house, and then she's got a woman in her face. I don't know how she kept her cool. I don't know how she kept her cool. I wouldn't have kept my cool like that. Yeah, she is responsible. She should be arrested right along with her daughter because she was not allowed to let Leilani have them children. They were not allowed to be in her care. Point blank, period. There's no other excuse. There's no other way around that. She decided she wanted to go out of town, so she was going to leave them with her. I just don't understand why she didn't leave with the babysitter. Why she couldn't call that babysitter and say, "Can you watch these kids for me?" That's all she would have had to do. But I guess that takes more than 2 brain cells to think of that, you know? Oh, great. I know. I saw it. I'm like, great. Now I got to block them. But I just block them because it's not going to like, Thank you. I think I got it too. Thanks, guys. And I was like, fast, quick. I know. I told my boyfriend I might have to make him like a mod, but I'd rather just make somebody else one. Because he'd probably forget to be modding on my chats. But yeah, stop coming up in my room. Man, they came in fast. Fast and furious. Thanks, guys. You guys are awesome. Oh, there's my dog. Who knows what she wants? That's Mia. I'll have to bring them in sometime. It's been a while since they've been on with me. Um, so did you guys see today too that someone left the Simon residence around 4 o'clock with the camper? They did have the tags covered on it. Bullhorn Betty was on that. She was like, "Those tags are covered. Pretty sure that's against the law." So I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Okay, but so yeah, that's the latest though on that. They were pulling it. They were pulling a truck was pulling. It was a white truck. It was pulling a trailer, or a camper. I'm sorry, a big camper too. And you couldn't see inside the camper, like because someone could be hiding in the camper. But there was only one person in the truck, but someone could have been hiding in the truck too. I am going to be. Um, I will. I'm going to be updating you guys tomorrow too. I do have cats. Caps are kind of for yelling. Yeah, you're right. Um, and then some other people use like it's so weird. Okay, because I'm gonna have to. I think it was on here, or maybe it was earlier. Um, but then like see like me, I use them sometimes just to get like my point across like at the top, like minor and caps. I guess if I like really want to get something like one of my points across, I'm like putting them in caps. So I kind of do that too. But I do it so I could see better because the one eye. And a lot of times, if I do pre-recorded, these are up, here, and I that way I don't have to read them, in my hand or whatever. Let's see what else we have going on here. My laser and cat, so maybe it's easier for you. Oh my lord, are you Sammy's sister? And then let's see. I think that was all. Has anybody heard anything new on the Kiely Rodni case? Has anybody heard? I know nobody's given no information out on that. So, caps wear caps. Oh, that's so cute. I do have a cat though. His name is Rocky. And I have a cat bed over here for him, but he didn't want to come in tonight. He is 14 and he's the man of the house. He runs the show. This is his house. We're just here like occupying the time, for him, in between feedings and stuff. Because that's all he cares about. Yeah, I knew that car crash. I knew that black box ain't going to be released. It won't. Um, and I only say this because I don't have faith. And I don't have faith that they will. But I also know that there was a black box system in the car that I was in my car accident, and I begged and everything and tried to get that information, and they never gave it to me. They never did give it to me. They can. I know that the state highway patrol they hold the records and stuff like that up to 5 years afterwards. So maybe at some point. Um, we may be able to get those pictures of her accident that they took. Because I know during my accident, they took like over 150 pictures. So there were a lot of pictures taken during my accident. So I have those like pictures still that I can go back on and look at and stuff like that. Yeah, they just stopped. Thank you. Yeah, keep it nice and friendly. Remember, I'm recovering, guys. I can't yell right now. Everybody be nice to each other. Come on. Be nice to each other. Let's see. I wanted to put this one here a little bit longer. Yeah, let me know if you end up making some bracelets for the Quinton case too. I don't know how long that takes for those, um, because especially with, I know this is, I'm not trying to like, it sounds so bad, but I know a lot of people, they tend to buy more around this time of year. And I just wanted to be able to get as many of, these little bracelets out as you can. Cause like, it's such a good idea. Um, I mean, I've seen them before on like, people's channels or people like wearing them and like stuff, but I've never really thought about them on like YouTube or anything on the True Crime channel. So I think that's a really good idea. I wonder what the star means. Does that mean like, I don't know, I guess star your guys' stuff, but I don't know if that means. I don't know what I just did that. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing over here, guys. I'm just messing with it. I was just trying to see what was going on. Alrighty. And then, okay, everybody that's still in here, you guys, if you liked the case coverage that we were doing, the case coverage, appreciated the case coverage tonight. I cannot speak. Just please hit that subscribe button. I told you I wasn't going to talk about it anymore in the beginning, but I lied, I guess, didn't I? So I'm only going to talk about it for one more second. So 11.7% of the people that watch my videos are subscribed. That's only 11. That's 11%, guys. We can do better than that. So everybody make sure that you hit that. Thank you. You hit that thumbs up button. You subscribe to the channel. Show your girl some love. If you guys do want to join my Patreon, you can. I do have a Patreon. I have a Twitter. The Twitter handle is @titanium_built. If you want to share any of your stories on here, I did a video where we did one over flat back syndrome. One of our lovely ladies, Leslie, she had surgery to recover from that, and it was a really good story. She literally just wrote it in story format, sent it over to my email, titaniumbuiltboo@gmail.com, and I read it for her, and it was an awesome story to read. So you'll have to maybe check that out as well. Thank you, Karen from Texas. You were so sweet. Twitter has you temper. Samantha, what did you do? What did you do, Samantha? That sounds like me. Oh my gosh. Okay. One time, what did I say on Facebook? It was just something it was a joke. It was such a big joke. It was like, I could smack you for saying that or something, but I was totally joking. And I went to Facebook jail over it. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me, right? Like, I was mortified, but now it's like nothing new. Over Target. That's so funny. You have no idea. I thought you meant something like over Target. Like, I was like, oh my gosh. Look, can't take chat. It's not too hard to get a Twitter suspension these days. See, yeah, I don't really get on Twitter too much. I mean, I do. I post on there, but I never had a Twitter up until now. Really, I had one. Like, I lied. Okay, I had one when like Twitter first came out, but I never tweeted on there. I never thought like what I was going to say was like back then when Twitter first came out, I was in my 20s, so I was mostly Facebooking about what I was eating and what I was doing that night. Like hey, me and my girlfriends are going to this bar tonight, or stuff like that back then. So I really didn't get into Twitter because I felt like you had to be. I don't know. It's just I always felt like people on Twitter were like more like enlightened or something, but they're not. Y'all aren't that much more enlightened. But I don't know. Just because there was no pictures, it was all just like talking and stuff. So I don't know. But I just never really got into Twitter. But now I'm starting to get more into it. So you guys can follow me over there if you'd like. Picture of Hunter Biden. You got suspended. Wow, that's crazy. Oh my gosh. Well, okay, I can understand why I mean, you shouldn't even have to be in the Twitter jail for that. That's sick. I'm so glad. I don't watch stuff like. I mean, I'm glad that I've never had like that like catch my attention or come up on my For You page. I don't know how I would deal. I don't know. Even Kyle's AR-15. Well, you can't be posting, I guess, the guns and stuff. So Twitter is okay. So I don't talk politics too much, and I'm not going to go into politics, but I do want to ask this. So, didn't Donald Trump get banned from Twitter, and then he's thanking Elon Musk the other day for being back on Twitter? Did Elon Musk, did he end up buying Twitter? Is that what it was? Because I'm just like, oh my gosh, I don't even know now. I just saw him say thanks Elon Musk, and I was like, oh crap, he's back. Oh, you go back to sleep, Slima. Oh, Elon is firing everyone there. Wow. He's banned from Facebook and Twitter. That's crazy. You can get reported for like stupid stuff. Why don't they have one of those? A tinfoil hat emoji. That is one they need to. That we need one of those. We do. Elon Musk is. That's so funny that Elon Musk is firing everyone. Um, but no, yeah, he is. He's banned. He's banned from all over the world. That's so funny. I was going to say something. I can't remember. I do like Twitter though. I haven't really been on Facebook too much lately. I do have a Facebook. I don't have it under my titanium belt, but I do have my Poppy and Ari under Facebook. And then I do have an Instagram, and I think I'm going to switch my personal like Instagram page to um, titanium belt. And my name is Tanya. I don't ever think I say my name. Is my name's not even on here anywhere, is it? Hello, everybody. I don't really say my name a lot on here. My name is Tanya. It's almost like a face reveal, like Dream's face reveal, but not as cool because I'm not as popular. But we can do it. We can do it kind of like that. Like, hey guys, my name is Tanya. I forgot. I didn't even tell you guys my name. My name's not Titanium Bill. I mean, it is, but my mama didn't name me that. She would be like, "What?" She would like that. She would like my name. That's so funny. Hi guys. Yeah, see, I didn't even know that. I mean, I knew that you guys probably knew my name somewhere, but and you guys even spelled it right, so you guys must know my name. I like that because my mom spelled that Tanya instead of TonyA. What time do we got on here? Oh, it's getting late. Alrighty, I'm gonna hop off here because you know, Titanium versus Tanya. Yep, it's same. It is. I actually just did the titanium belt name right before I started doing true crime, and it was like, well, I'm keeping it because I was just still going to continue doing just my videos based on like, health and stuff like that. And then I realized, I wanted to branch out and do true crime because I love talking about true crime. And I've met so many awesome people in the community, just to get on and just jump on, just to talk and just have a chit chat. I love that. So I am so glad that I met all of you guys. I used to get that a lot. The ice skater. Yeah. I used to want to be an ice skater when I was younger too. All righty. Well, I am going to hop off here. It has been an hour and 40 minutes of fun, fun, fun. And I am going to watch some lives tonight and tomorrow in the morning. And I'll probably get back on. I may do a live in the afternoon. My boyfriend is going back to work from now on. So I'm going to have like all this time by myself in the afternoon. So I come on in to chat with you guys. Thank you for the super chats tonight, guys. You guys are wonderful. So, so much. I really do appreciate every single one of you. I really do. My subscriber account, it really did go up a lot higher with this, when we did the Kiely Rodni case. And I'm forever really grateful because I got to meet a lot of you guys through that case. And I know that we're building relationships that are going to like exceed out of just true crime. And hopefully maybe someday I can meet a few of you guys as well. So I really do appreciate each and every one of you. I'm only going to say it one more time, subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys very, very soon. Oh my gosh, it's 3 a.m. there. Samantha, you get some sleep. It is almost 10 o'clock here now, 9:50. So pretty early. But I am going to hop off and get some rest because my eye's starting to bother me a little bit. And I will see you guys all tomorrow. If not tomorrow, I'll be here Tuesday. But I'll see you guys on my next live or my next video. Bye, guys.